Hello, my loves. How are we? Just kidding. If you're already here, you're probably tired. Oh, you're probably needing a little siesta nap time. And it's only Monday morning. Just kidding. Monday evening? Afternoon? I couldn't tell you. My computer clock says 11:40 a.m. and my phone says 5 p.m. So, no matter what time of day it is, what day of the week, if you're here, this video found you for a reason. And it's okay to be tired. It's okay to be tired. Mm. I feel like I resist that a lot. It's like I'm holding it tightly in my chest. Like, no, I have energy in my body. I don't feel completely wasted, energetically speaking. I feel completely fucking wasted. Like a deep core exhaustion, like an exhaustion that feels excruciating to let be. Quite frankly, perhaps that's why it's taken me so long to come back here. I set myself up back in my cozy corner. Just because when I'm dealing with deeper stuff, it's the safest corner in my house. And so it's where I can reveal these things honestly with myself and in a more graceful and easier way. Whereas my previous corner that you might have seen in my other videos is very bright and spaciously surrounded by gigantic windows, and I love it so very much. But these conversations are definitely going to be more about holding space if when we're in the cozy corner, and yeah, that's how that'll go. Hmm. So you're tired. It's like you've been holding up the defense or you've been holding the line for a long fucking time. Let's say it like that. You've been holding the line and whew. And it's like it's time to let go. You can stop holding the line. There's nothing to hold the line against, but because you've been holding the line for so long, it feels unnatural to release or fall. There's almost like a need to give up whatever we've been holding the line for. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I forgot this crazy head of hair of mine was on my head. I'm not sorry, but oh, what can I say? You get what you get and you don't get upset. Mm. You're allowed to be so tired. You're allowed to feel just, oh God. It does. It truly feels like the visual that I'm getting in my head is that there's been this collective that's been holding the motherfucking line through all of the chaos. There's this collective that's been like keeping the faith with their anchor in the ground, just like holding it so tightly through all of the wreckage and war and chaos and disaster. And I don't mean this in physical ways. I mean, perhaps for some, yes, but it's on a very energetic level that we're speaking. It's on a very maybe mental, emotional, spiritual level, internal war, internal disaster, internal chaos. Right? But sometimes that is reflected in our external as well, right? So it goes both ways, but this motherfucking collective's been holding the line. And we finally can let down our defenses. That's what it feels like. That's what the exhaustion is that is in my body right now. That rings as true for me. Take it if it resonates for you, but ooh, like there's a need to acknowledge. Holy shit. Like oh wow, that was a long fight. That felt like a long time that I was holding it down, that we were holding it down, that we was holding it down inside of ourselves or for our family or for our loved ones, for self, for the self, holding the faith that there is that that the truth you so desperately or we so desperately want to believe is true. We've been holding the line of what truth would soon reveal. Do you know what I'm saying? There was no, there's barely words to put into it. It was just, you knew. You knew. You knew that life was meant to be this way, that we've been taught and grown up in. You knew that there was more than the race. You knew that there was something beyond. Settling. You knew there was more than this. And you held that line. And now it's time for us to put down the swords, put down the defenses, put down and acknowledge how tired we are from holding that line. Because it's taken us a long time. And it's been an exhausting journey. So it's safe to acknowledge that you have done the work. You've been doing the work. You've been staying committed to that journey, to this journey, the journey. And it's safe for you to pause now. It's safe for you to put all that you've been holding up down. It's like we've been holding these lights. It's like, we've been holding these flashlights on truth. And we're so fucking tired from holding them up. Holding these big, I see those big light, those big light things. We've been holding up the light. Oh. And the fight is over. So it's safe to be tired. It's safe to surrender whatever war you've been fighting. It's safe to rest now, is what I'm hearing. And I had no idea until this very moment. I'm discovering this with you. I notice my avoidance patterns. I've become hyper aware of them, of their of the very subtle ones. And I witness and I observe and I watch them carry themselves out. And I know exactly how it's going to go. And then I recognize, oh, I could have done this sooner. I could have broken the pattern or stopped it in its tracks before I got to, say, the end of my weekend, and am now just discovering how much I am feeling that I am not allowing to be felt, which is burnout, which is like, it feels like a chronic fatigue. You know, a tired that no amount of rest seems to alleviate. Is that the right word? I don't know, because now that I'm finally allowing myself to feel how tired I am, I could fall asleep just speaking to you guys and gals. So if you're here, let's just receive in this moment together that we did it. We did it. If you're here right now, you held that fucking line. You did it. And now we can rest and receive our rewards that come after doing that depth of work inside of ourselves. You went to the deepest parts within you. And no matter how scary or horrific or terrifying or excruciating it got, you held the line. You believed in love. You believed there was more. And you didn't give up on yourself. You might have tried, maybe several times, but you never would. At the end of the day, you never would. Even when you thought you did, you didn't. And you know that because you're here now, resonating with what I'm saying. So be proud. Be proud of how far you've come and all the work that you've put in. Be proud to be receiving this level of exhaustion. Because that's the body going, it's time. It's time to wave the flag of surrender and receive how that feels. I'm hearing the fight has been won. And maybe the the metaphor that it was a fight feels like it has a negative connotation. Is that the right word? But it's not that kind of fight. It's the fight for what you believed, It's the fight for believing in you despite what the world said. It's the fight to keep showing up, getting out of bed, doing the damn things, whether that's making your health food shake, going to the gym, taking your dog for a walk, or simply getting out of your house. Whatever that fight has been for you. You didn't give up because you're here now. And now you can receive the rest that you so very much deserve, because it's been a very, very long journey. And it's time to receive your rewards. And that is what's coming to this collective that is listening in this moment. It's time to receive your rewards. I'm filming this on March 31st, 2025. And it doesn't matter, because whenever you receive this video is when it was meant to find you. So believe that this message is for your now moment, whenever that may be. We've been in a long winter. You've been in a long winter. And your spring has finally arrived. In this season, in this journey of life, in the full journey of life. Maybe your winter has been 4 years, maybe 2, maybe 8. But it's time for your season of spring. So the strength that you've been withholding to hold that line, the courage, the I don't want to say force, but it took a lot of energy to stand where you did for the period of time that you did. And you're going to feel, if you're resonating with this, it's okay to feel like you need to just crash for a minute. By crash, I mean like crash on the couch. Like, I'm taking siestas daily right now, multiple times, because my soul, your soul, our souls are tired. So it's safe to receive that now. Let yourself have a nap in the middle of the week. Go home early, kick off your shoes, take a day off. So what? It was just spring break. You took many days off. Maybe you need more. If you can financially make it work, why not? Even if you can't, doing that will actually make you more money, because you attract more money into your world when you take care of yourself. And that's also been part of the work that you've been doing, is changing the way in which your inner world operates, feels, lives, and navigates this world and the internal world, how the internal world navigates the external world, and vice versa. And you've recognized that it's just all internal. That's what we've been doing. And so let yourself rest. I'm hearing, let yourself rest, darling. You've done great work. And I don't know who this is for, but I'm really grateful I opened this space to allow it to come through. Because if this doesn't help anybody, it definitely helped me. And I'm grateful for that. But I truly, truly hope that this finds who needs it. And you receive the blessing of getting to feel the white flag that ends the war. Waving in the air. Because we did it. We made it. You made it. You fucking did it. You did it. You did it. And the sooner you rest and receive, the sooner your frequency is going to go woo, spiritually and scientifically speaking. You've done great work. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How do I gotta stop this with my toe. Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay, bye.